This object I have on my mantle represents a mystery to me, because where it comes from, well, let's just say that sometimes there are types of stories that turn your beliefs upside down. And I can tell you that was certainly the case when we went into that forest that morning. We were looking for the infamous Patterson-Gimlin Site, the site that sparked a revolution in the tales of cryptozoology. It's somewhere I wanted to go ever since I was a child, but was always so far away. I didn't think this would be very eventful, so I filmed most of it vertically, hoping to make a quick Instagram story. But we'll soon find out that there was more in store than we expected. The story you're about to hear is real, just a little bit of editing and music to bring some color. So deeper into the forest we went. The roads began to narrow and the cover began to thicken. It's a no wonder that Bigfoot, if he does exist, would be hard to detect back in this huge, dense expanse. We must be on the right track because even the Forest Service has these Sasquatch warnings. As quickly as our journey began, it happened. What am I looking at here? I've seen this stuff on TV, but I didn't, this is not computing. I mean, this is not supposed to happen. I mean, look at the size compared to my 13 boot. I don't even know if it's coming through very well on this camera, but you can see the toe imprints here, like very clearly. Wow. So we pulled over into a spot where I thought would lead us to the PG site, but wasn't sure. So here we are just eating lunch and I'm wandering around and I mean, look what I found here. And there's several of these. This one's the most distinct because it appears that someone did a casting and as a result, like the part of the forest floor was pulled away, as you can see here. I can't even really process what I'm seeing right now. Do you see this? This cannot be real. Or someone is hoaxing. We have to be near the PG site. Obviously someone's been here too, as you can see that they did a casting. There's like bits of plaster all around. And this knife they forgot. But look, you can see its prints, like 4 or 5 of them heading off this direction. There's so many needles on the ground that they're hard to make out, except for this one, which has like this vegetation removed. But you can see that there are definitely more of them going that direction. Come take a look. What do you think that is? What is that?
A sign.
Sign of what?
Well, if it's an actual Bigfoot footprint, it has many toes.
Well, I see 5. That is bizarre. Don't step in it. You can put your foot beside it if you want.
Because it's big as my foot.
That's pretty weird, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the right path down to the site, but we're going to head down here to see what we can find. Obviously, this creature went this way. Stay tuned because there will be a twist here that might make you think twice about the order of today's events. Let's go, man. We're traveling down an old abandoned logging road, of which we thought would lead us to the PG site. We could see the pin on Google Maps, and we were trying to get there via this road that looks like it curved back around to the infamous footage filmed on October 20th, 1967, over 50 years ago. The blog post that gave directions to the site wasn't very clear to us, and we're not familiar with this area, but the blog said that 80-year-olds were able to do this. I don't know, this is looking pretty hairy. I don't see many people doing this. I am noticing some broken branches, so maybe someone, or something, has been on this trail somewhat recently. Deeper and deeper we went into the old logging road. It was difficult going and the family was growing weary, and time was fading fast. If we don't find this site soon, we'll run out of daylight. Whoa, you're like way off. What are you doing down there? We're having to scrape through the trees, and I don't really see much of a path anymore. Then suddenly, the road will seemingly clear, and it's like we're on the right path again. Then other times, it'll be so overgrown. My map is saying that Bluff Creek is just to our left here. This trail is supposed to switch back and go down the mountain here. I mean, come on, there's no way people are coming down here. I mean, look at this. The road, or if you can call it that, is starting to move to the right, away from the site. Nothing. The path is supposed to be going down here, but there's no way I'm going to try this. It's like a sheer drop off here. It's way too steep and it's not worn down. I don't really see any footprints or a path or anything. I mean, there's plenty up here to eat. Look at all these berries that are maturing, and they're everywhere. We made our way back up 2 miles to the truck. We certainly were not on the right trail. Here's a random sign a little bit just further down here. All right, let's keep driving this direction. As we continue down the road, it looks like we're finally crossing the legendary Bluff Creek, but this is still way too far off course. Conditions started to get worse, but there was no place to turn around. Soon we found ourselves on a road with a steep drop-off, barely wide enough for our truck to cross. So we finally found a place to turn around and we headed back to where we came from. We're going to have to fully reset and try to follow the text directions from a partial webpage that I had cached on my phone that describes the location. So here we have a video blackout. Frustrated that we weren't able to find the location, out of desperation we went back a few miles and carefully and very methodically traced our way forward again. Ooh, more scratches. Eventually we found a sign that was completely covered in foliage for our turn, and we made the jaunt off this branch and back down into the woods again. The road was completely overgrown in spots, and after about an hour of painful scraping and holding back trees, we found it. We had to park the truck a quarter mile up the trail because it was just too wide to fit. But we found it and we have to get moving fast. It's early in the evening now. This makes much more sense now and matches closely to the website blog post that we had text directions for. I have to be honest, we don't have much time because it's late and last I left the truck it wasn't starting again. So we're going to have to contend with that when we hurry back. Now this is an actual trail. It's very peaceful here in the evening. There's spiderwebs across the trail. Just down here and across this small creek. This is it. The evidence that we're close this time. I can feel it. Is this the place? Apparently we're not there yet, but this is the legendary Bluff Creek. This is where Sasquatch roam, according to the legends. We need to head upstream more. From the base of the trail here at Bluff Creek, we had to embark on the next leg, which would take us along the creek towards our goal. The sun is setting behind the mountains and the eeriness of the forest is starting to show. This looks like ash or something strange. Do we have to cross this creek? Oh yeah, it's looking like it. Well, it shouldn't be too bad, but we have to do what we have to do. Good thing my boots are waterproof. It's okay, come on. Go for it. Go, go, go. Just go for it, man. You're just gonna have to go. Careful. All right, come on. We're still on the right track. Should just be a little ways further down here. Over another ashen log. The closer we got, the more of this eerie sense we experienced. You can feel the history in these woods. I do believe we're here. This is not quite what I was expecting. There has been some major flooding back in the 1960s which really altered the terrain, and the trees have grown up quite a bit since then. We have a logbook over here that we can sign. Looks like this is from the Bluff Creek project on Facebook. The Great Flood of 1964 had wiped out much of the foliage and trees around Bluff Creek. The video you see of Patty crossing what seems like a sandbar actually happened here to our left. Jonathan from Western Bigfoot Exploration does an excellent job quickly breaking down what we're seeing in his footage from his uncut POV tour of the site.
Or was it intentionally? And then she walks over this way. She walks like this. These markers indicate she stops and turns. And right where Aaron is standing, and Ian and Alex, that's where Roger was right there. Zoom out, it's like a 3-second run to there. Roger was very close. Patty continued walking here. She walked right out between those stumps way out there. Now the stumps in the video are still present. When you look at the film, you're going to see this. This is the big stump. You're going to see what they call the smiley face stump, although he's not very smiley anymore. He rode it away. Then you got this stump back here. You have this large tree there with all the woodpecker holes. And then you have that maple next to it that's also in the video.
A further breakdown can be found here on Lazy Cowboy's channel video called Bigfoot, Recreating Bluff Creek. It's an excellent reconstruction of the terrain using computer mapping and the identifiers that Jonathan is referring to. So we reach an end to our very brief tour. Goodbye, PG Film Site. We shall pay another visit when we have more time someday. It's late, we have to get moving. Goodbye, PG Site. Gotta go, gotta figure the truck situation out. What are you doing? Still walking the long way. You look like Bigfoot. How are your feet?
Soaking?
But since I know we're alone and we haven't seen anyone else since we entered the forest, I have to try this one more time.
Nothing.
Sometimes you just have to pause and look at the sunset. We won't be back here for a very long time, so appreciate where you are when you can. I wonder what this is for. Take a look at this little berry. They're everywhere.
Don't eat it.
What you don't see behind the scenes is that our truck didn't start. Take a look at the video linked below for part of that story. But once the panic of that passed and we were heading back down the road again, I had a revelation, the twist to this story. If we were completely off course with our first attempt to find the PG site and pulled over to that seemingly random spot, again, a place where I completely was guessing, Why would someone go through that much trouble to hoax a Bigfoot track back in that very obscure area? It didn't even look like people were parked there, as there were trees growing up in that opening I pulled into. Obviously, someone was there because there was evidence of a casting. But why footprints so far away from the PG site? This weighed heavy on me as we drove home that night. Just enough to make me wonder, maybe, just maybe, there's more to this story tucked away back in these woods.